Hi, welcome to another edition of We Are at War. I'm your host, Jeff Dixon. We're talking about spiritual warfare and how do we understand the battle that's taking place in those realms that we can't really see but impact us as we fight for truth in a culture that fights back against us. And we know that Satan is alive and well and working, and well is really not a good description, but you understand what I mean. And the question that we're asking on this particular episode is simply this: what will ultimately happen to Satan and his army of fallen angels? The answer: they lose. Thanks for joining us. No, we're not done yet. But they lose. And we know that they lose because the devil and his demons are doomed for everlasting punishment. There's no hope for them because Jesus did not die on Calvary to redeem fallen angels. They fell from the level of perfection. They fell from living in the presence of God, and of their own volition, their own choice, out of their own desire, they rebelled against and rejected God. As a result, one day, Satan is going to be cast into the bottomless pit for 1,000 years, and then he'll be thrown into the lake of fire along with his angels. God has already won the victory. The judgment is sure. If you go to Matthew chapter 25, verse 41, you can read that. We're just waiting for the day when that sentence will be carried out in complete details. It says, then he will also say to those on the left hand, depart from me, you cursed, into the everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels. It's a done deal. You have to make a choice. What side of the battle are you going to be on? For Satan and his army of fallen angels, they have a one-way ticket to an eternal destination of fire and damnation and separation from God. That's what the book says. And so that's what you have to understand about the battle that we fight each and every day. Satan and his demons fight hard, but the battle for them is already lost. Doesn't stop them from fighting. Why would it? It doesn't change their outcome. So they just fight harder. They'll fight dirtier. They'll do what they can do because they are evil and they want to rob you and I of the joy of living the life that God has created for us. And because of their hatred of God, because they turned against God and rebelled against God, they'll do anything they can to hurt him and those who follow him. That's what it looks like. And so the war continues, the battle continues to be fought. And if you're a follower, you're in the midst of it, but take heart. We win in the end because God wins in the end. I look forward to joining you next time for our next edition.